Hello, anyone hear me? I'm just finishing getting set up here with my AirPods. All right. Huh? Auto connected, that was cool. Oh, let me turn off these things here. I have literally just woken up. All right, kind of in the stretch mood right now. All right, that's it. Let's bring up the video. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna skip this song. Too non-chill for me. Hey, big task. Good, I just woke up. What's up, Anshuman? What's up? I'm gonna rule this country. You can do it, man. Is it like an in-person interview or video? How are you, Big Task? Online. Okay, cool. I mean, I don't know which one I prefer these days, to be honest. I was gonna say that's a good one, but I don't know now. Don't know how I feel. Online for sure. Well, you lucked out then, right? Be shitting myself in person. Doing lists in Python. Oh, cool. Oh man, I think, you know, I honestly think that Python might be my next language after this. But the problem is we got to get through Swift, and then we got to get through Japanese, and then we got to get through Spanish too. So if we're talking languages, oh, that's definitely easier than Spanish. Team management. Learn Spanish and Japanese also. Oh, really? Nice. We just immediately built a tiny support network for both everything. So no TMI between bros. No TMI between bros in general. Move this. Oops. Okay.
So this way, when we create our coin data service or another data service or another data service, we can reuse some of this code without having to
listen to Get Psyched makes this lo-fi music is making me feel too calm for a fintech interview. Yeah. Okay, go out. Pop out. You gotta prep. But I can't do pump up music here. I'm too in chill mood. See ya. Good luck. Extract data faster. Interesting. You can do that? You make me some? Thanks. Now make me some chill music. I didn't even know you could access data faster than the fastest already option. Oh wait, do you mean for yourself? You're learning how to do it faster, like you, rather than the code do it faster? I think I took it as the code does it faster. Maybe I was wrong.
retype it in every single service. And this is just another step when you are making these production apps to just make your code reusable, and efficient. And I think by the end of this video, you're going to start to see why we are actually creating all of these different classes.
All right, welcome back everyone. I am back in our Xcode project. I think the last video was super exciting. I don't know if you guys got excited, but we finally got...
Wow. I did not realize. That's very interesting. In Swift, I think it just extracts already at the fastest speed. So it's fascinating that there's like a different set of code you could activate or like access to make it go faster. That makes me directly think of like hackers in movies. Like people do it faster than others, but like obviously they can type faster, but they make the thing go faster by the type of code they use.
all of our coins onto the app, and we have some real data, and the app is starting to look like it's actually, you know, a real app now. But
all right, if I don't say anything, it's because I'm focused, by the way.
In this video, we're going to actually take a look at some of the logic that we added in the last video. So when I go to the coin data service,
just gonna pause this music for now,
which is the file we made in the last video,
it's like that music is like transient, or any music feels transient. Like I can't like drill down into what I'm looking at.
Set up this function here, this get coin.
Like when someone else is talking, I suppose. Raj, I'm learning HTML, and what are you doing? It's looking so complex. I'm building a crypto app actually that accesses crypto data from a web API. Thanks, Big Desk. It's a little bit complex, not too complex, but it's a little bit more complex than like definitely beginner. And I don't even know how to do everything that this guy is doing. I'm just following. I know a lot, but I don't know everything, so I'm just kind of getting exposed more. I know Raj said, no, but you said awesome, don't worry about it, which is what I was replying to. I was replying to Raj saying it looks so complex. It's too late.
Function to download from this URL. And in this function, we went to the URL, we subscribed on the background thread, we tried to map the URL.
So we have a problem here. I just remembered. We have to set it up so this is accessed, I think, from the VM, because the problem is we have the setup different to him. It like definitely sets up differently with our function. This is totally different to what he has. But he still doesn't even use an enum for the errors, so let me just to refresh myself, let me go back to his the earlier one. Where is it? Crypto. There's quite a few tutorials in here. view model coin downloading is the main thing we have to deal with here. I think it's near the end. Whoa.
So if this decoder is successful, it's going to here. If you're confused what weak self is, I covered it in detail in its own video in the SwiftUI Continued Learning playlist, and I highly recommend going to check that out and then coming on back to this. So if this is all successful, we should then append the return coins to our altcoins array, which is up here. Finally, we have this warning message here that the result of this is unused, and that's because this is a subscriber, and because subscribers can be canceled at any time, we need to store them somewhere. So if you've been following my courses, usually I create a var cancellables of type set of any cancelable, and we need to
hold on. Why can I not fold this code right now? I mean, I can here, but the button is not here. What? Oh my god. Let me close this and reopen it. Damn, this loads way faster than my other Mac. It's crazy. Or maybe it was already loaded, I don't know. Why can I not fold? Oh shit. Preferences, settings, shortcuts. Oh, I can make my own shortcuts. I didn't even realize. I figured you could, but also I don't like this theme that I have here. I gotta make my own like theme here. Whoa. Navigator size, medium, large, small, system, text editing. I've heard about Figma. Can you explain me what are the things which I can do with Figma? Figma is it's a web application, I believe, that you can prototype your app ideas through that website really easily because you can easily conform to whatever size of phone or like screen that exists or whatever screen size you want to make it for, and then you'll be able to like lock things in place and stuff like that. It's like an app builder, basically. Command Option Shift left arrow. I don't think it's good. That didn't work. Weird. It must be in the setting, right? Click on code with option, shows quick help. Command jumps definition. Command control. Behaviors. Wouldn't it be in here? Hey, hope you get that job. Thank you. And that's why you're not going to college. Yes, because it's a corrupt system that does not teach you what you need to know for your job. If you learn exactly what you need to know for the job that you want to get, then you do not need someone to teach you how to do that unless it is very specified or society deems you need to do it. For example, you can't be a doctor without going to, you know, college or a university or whatever. But you can be a coder. Also, I know I don't do well in that environment, so and again, they don't teach you the right things. They don't teach you the things the right way either. Where is this? Thank you, Look Inside. Thank you so much. I have tons of fun already. Option command left. Well, I guess for now we'll just deal with that. I don't know why. It must be bugged. You have any internship experience? With coding, no. Actually, I don't really have intern experience in general. Now that I think about it.
And we don't have access to it because we have not yet import combine. Set of any cancelable, and then we open close parentheses.
So, whoa. Canceled. Interesting. Loading coins. It's interesting. I didn't know there was a pull-up menu thing there. Okay.
And then on our publisher, we just store into the cancelables. And that works, and that's great. Sorry, there should be an equal sign. And this would work if we ran it. But the problem with this approach is that it is then tough to figure out if you wanted to cancel it later. It's tough to figure out which item in this set is referring to this specific data task publisher.
Oh. I should make more specific notes. Why, baby?
I think I'm feeling better.
Oh, yokata.
But I'm in one. If I'm not, I'm like cold. My muscles shrink.
Maybe you should take extra jacket today or something.
But I wanted to eat ice cream.
Oh, Ima. I think you should put a guide video for those who want to learn or make a playlist kind of thing from the basic, so a lot of humans can interact and learn together. A guide, like what kind of guide? Like what would I be guiding? Like how to get into it, or? I'm just curious because I haven't considered this.
Because if we appended a bunch of different publishers to this cancelable set, we would then need to figure out which one we want to cancel if we ever try to cancel one.
Oh, I was having problems coming back 2 days later.
This time, I'm going to create a single any cancelable variable.
Okay, so we don't have any cancelable things set up, which is fine because we don't know what that has to do with anything. This is meant to be why did I write this like this? I must have meant like oh, we have a new subscriber. Welcome. Was that you, Raj? Thank you, brother. So let's just review what's happening here. So this loads coins here, and is loading is true immediately, and error message means nothing. Then it tries to get the coins. Get coins 2, where's that? Here. Did I delete get coins 1? Oh yeah, right. This is the coin data service he's made, and this is my one. So it's completely different. Well, not completely different, but yeah. So he's got one, bringing the coins in. Video go live to learn something new and make it on a daily basis, like make a community who want to learn together, because that thing will make it easy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, Right. I see what you're saying. Like make a more structured approach to it. Right now, I do go live pretty much every day except for Friday and Sunday. So I have that down, but it's not as specified, I suppose, within the stream what I'm actually doing. Like, it's hard. The thing is, making something like that, there's kind of no point for me to do it because there's so many things already that exist online that teach you how to learn this language in particular, and I wouldn't be able to do it because I don't have authority on this language. Like I'm learning it literally. So like I don't know, like I'm just going at my own pace. It's so if people want to learn with me what I'm doing, you know. True, yeah. I mean there is a I already have a community all learning together actually. But they're just not all focused on Swift. In fact, a lot of people don't choose to not learn Swift. They choose to learn other languages. But most of the people in my Discord, they're in there, but they just don't, you know, code with Swift. So, yeah, it's like there are some people who are learning Swift, but like I think kind of everyone learns at their own pace as well. I could try to specify streams. I'll take that idea into consideration. Like, are you learning Swift in particular? Just realized my Xcode is not updating. What the hell? Here we go. Not just learn basics currently. I'm HTML. Okay. Well, the thing is, like, it's very different. Well, it's not super different, but it's pretty different. Learning different languages, so it's kind of hard to cater for everyone. It's not very likely that I see people in here coming in to the stream that are learning Swift. I've only had like maybe 4 or 5 people come in here out of like thousands of people who are learning Swift. So like 4 out of thousands, it doesn't make it's, you know, you're very specified at that point, which is fine. That's what I am. I'm specified, but like I think there's already great videos out there. There's no point for me to like I already have a community on Discord with a bunch of coders, people learning to code, people doing coding already, which is really cool. And feel free to join the Discord if you want, because we've got quite a few people in there that are really, really awesome people. And yeah, we just really support each other in there.
So I'm going to call this var coin.
So, okay, we've got this returning the coin model. Get coins to
subscription. And so this way we have our subscription right here, and when we want to cancel it, we can just access this directly. And of course I'm setting this up because we do want to cancel it. So when we call this data has publisher, it basically just assumes that this URL could potentially be sending us data over time. So when we go to call this, it's assuming that it might publish values now, and then it stays listening in case we have more published values in the future.
Maybe this is important to do.
But we know that this URL is just a simple GET request. So it's going to go to the internet, come back once. It's not going to come back like 5 or 10 times over the course of a minute or something like that. So because it's just one single GET request, if it does come back this one time down here, let's just cancel it after that. So we'll say self.coin subscription and we'll just cancel it. It's not a big deal if we don't cancel it. It's not going to really take up that much memory or really affect our app in any way. But we are being good coders and we might as well cancel it because it's not going to really
language
do
are you
anything
learning, by the
after
way?
it already
Did you
returns
mention
once
that already?
anyway. All right, so when we initialize a coin data service,
Oh yeah, HTML,
it is going to initialize and
Sorry, I had
call
a mind
get
blank
coins.
just then.
The get coins function is going to get this URL. It's going to get the data from the URL, hopefully check for a valid good response. If we get good data,
Alright, this is important here.
as a coin data service, it is going to initialize and call get coins. The get coins function is going to get this URL. It's going to get data from the URL, hopefully check for a valid good response. If we get good data, it's going to try to decode it into coin models. And then if we have an error, it'll print out the error.
If get good data, we'll attempt decode. This confuses me here, actually. A little bit confused here. Dot receive on dispatch unit main. Like this is something that actually,
But otherwise it
might get AI to explain
and
this.
then if we have an error, it'll print out the hopefully check for a valid good response. If we get good data, it's going to try to decode it into coin models.
Dot decode on the data that's returned. In trimap, which I'm getting invalid when I'm trying to join your Discord. Oh really? What the hell? Okay, one sec. I'll chuck another invite in here. That's weird. Here you go. I don't know why it it seriously should should be working. Stupid Discord. Sniffling right now. Okay, sweet. Sweet. where is my, I'll fix this real quickly because for some reason, again, it's not, updated, which is so weird. Oops. What? Invite. Never expired. New link. Paste. Generate new link. There we go. Okay, so weird. It's the same link apparently. What the hell? Whatever. Strange.
And then if we have an error, it'll print out the error, but other
Okay, I believe that's decoding on this try map. Oh no, it's decoding on the... Oh, now I'm confused. What is it decoding on? No, I think that's wrong.
otherwise, it will append the returned coins to our altcoins array here. So now all we need to do is get this altcoins published array into our view model.
Okay, so this version appends to all coins, and my version wait. So my version in comparison gets coin subscription. Hello, Raj. Got it. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to plug in my laptop. Whoops. My bad. So this gets data.
It'll print out the error, but otherwise it will append the returned coins to our view model.
So what
So
do we do
remember
about
this
the
home view
published one
model
then?
is the view model for our home screen. The first thing we need to do in here is initialize this coin data service. So we'll say private let, we'll say, we'll call it data service, and we'll set it equal to a new instance of coin data service. So when we initialize this coin data service, which we are doing right here, it is going to call this init, and it's going to get the coins automatically. And once it gets the coins, it's going to append them to all coins.
Okay.
And now we just need to get the data from this all coins to this all coins.
What? Why is my keyboard not working? What the heck, my keyboard? What are you doing? Whoa.
So from the data service back into...
Huh? Why is it not working? Bruh. What is going on here? Okay, that works. What? How is it not working right now? What's going on? It's working like 2 seconds ago. Holy brother. Are you kidding me? There we go. What the hell? That was so weird.
our view model. Data, we'll say, we'll call it data service. And we'll set it equal to a new instance of coin data service. So when we initialize this coin data service, which we are doing right here, it is going to call this init, and it's going to get the coins automatically. And once it gets the coins, it's going to append them to all coins. And now we just need to get the data from...
So this, okay, interesting. This calls the init and gets the coins automatically from coin data service, because as soon as coin data service is called, get coins is called, and then that'll publish it. Publish to all coins. So if I wanted to put that in my I think mine basically actually does that here. Do all coins load coins here. We have access to view model? View model. So I might put that in there, honestly. Load coins. We can't have the is loading. But we want to have this. So here, get coins. Right. So get coins goes into that. We need. So basically this. Get coins. Right. So his one. Call. Auto appends. When the instance of home view model is created. Mine is when this view is created, I think. So I think that's the main difference. And my do here is his like publishing coin data service, essentially. So get coins pulls the coins. And then it returns the coin model decoded. So we should rename this to get all coins. And then we need one for get portfolio coins. This is probably not as efficient the way he's doing it, to be honest. Okay,
This altcoins
let's see.
to this altcoins. So from the data service back into
Back into the home view model.
our view model. And I labeled them the same way. They're both called altcoins. This one in our view model here is going to subscribe to this publisher in our data service. So this way, anytime we append to this array here, because it's a publisher, anything that is subscribed to this publisher would then get updated. So in our view model here, we're going to create a func add subscribers, open close parentheses, open the brackets. And let's get rid of our init here and just call add subscribers in our init. So in this add subscribers, let's subscribe to the data service dot all coins. And we're going to use the one with the money sign here because that is a publisher. So this data service dot all coins is the data service dot all coins here. Okay. So when this gets published, this subscriber is going to also get notified and get the same values. So when we, in our get coins, we're going to append at the bottom here, we're going to append all coins to this. And once we append it at the exact same time that we append to this publisher, it's going to publish that value to this subscriber on the right side here. So all we need to do here is then call .sync. And we're not going to worry about the errors right now. So let's just take the receive value here. And all we need to do is take the published value, which we'll click enter. This will be returned coins. And here,
So for now, I think we will actually turn this off because what? What? Wait. I know it's the wrong amount of things here. Turn this off here. We'll fold that up. And this funk as well. Make sure I clearly label that. So we have this all set up here already.
We'll just call self.altcoins equals returned coins. And again, we know this creates a strong reference. So just to be safe, we'll add a weak self here. I'll make this optional. And then we're getting that var any cancelable, and then we'll just store this in the options. But how this is all working, because this is like the magic of our app, and it's really important to understand this. Our view has a reference to this view model, and this view model then has a data service, which we are initializing a new coin data service right here. And when we initialize this coin data service, which is this class here, in the initializer, it is calling getCoins. This getCoins function is going to go to our URL. It's going to download the data. It's going to check that it is valid data. It's going to decode that data, and then it's going to take that data and append it to the altcoins array, which we have up here. When things get appended to this array, because it is published, anything subscribed to this publisher will also get notified. And back in our home view model, we added these subscribers, and the first subscriber here is subscribing to the data service.allCoins array. This array is this published variable on the right. So when we get data published here, it's going to also subscribing to the data. Added these subscribers, and the first subscriber here is subscribing to the data service.allCoins array. This array is this published variable on the right. So when we get data published here, it's going to also publish here because we're subscribing to that data. So anytime we change the altcoins, we're going to also get that returned here. And all we're going to do is take it here and
oh, so my coin data service, it's published,
and then just append it to our altcoins array.
I might have
All
to
right,
chuck
that
this
was a
into
lot
AI
of talking and
what's
explanation, but I hope you guys are following along. And let's X out of this. Let's jump into our home view now. We have our home view model, and let's resume it. If we did everything correctly,
let me set up this real quickly. If show portfolio all coins list dot transition dot move dot leading, if show portfolio coins list trailing. There we go. So that's up.
when we resume this preview, it should actually download some coins.
So mine doesn't actually download the coins at this point. Which is the confusing part. Josie, yo friend, I want to start coding. What language would you recommend to learn, if any? I'm a little bit biased, but I'd recommend Swift, number one, especially because it's easy to learn and it's really powerful at the same time. It is still somewhat of a young language, though, a little bit young. Otherwise, I'd suggest, if you, like, a lot of employers are also looking for React Native developers. That's one of the bigger ones. And then Python is another really good one to learn.
And it was like magic, guys. That was so awesome. I hope you guys.
So, question is, so we're gonna have to chuck this into AI and see Claude and see if it can actually figure out why this does not download properly. Can you check why my code is not downloading and updating the all coins data from the API web server? We're gonna have to chuck in a bunch of stuff here. Whoa. Home view model, copy that. Let's give it the, we don't need that. Here's the coin model, we'll give it that just in case, because it could be within there. And then the coin data service we'll give it definitely. We definitely need to give it that. And then I'll just give it this because for full context. Swift, is that made by Apple? Yes, it is. It is made by Apple. I'm using Swift right now, coding with it. I'm a Swift developer. Or that's what I'm aiming to be. Okay, let's see what it can come up with here. HomeView is not using the data. View isn't displaying it. As local state, since your HomeView model handles this. Here's the data source in all coins. I changed list all coins to list vm.allcoins. Ah. Oh. Procura, I am very oh shit. So I'm very much aware of that. And I am very, very limited already on using LLMs. I only use them for very specific instances, like this one, because I was already working on this app before and I couldn't, I think I was just tired maybe, but I couldn't figure out what was missing here. Sometimes it's just like such a small thing like this. And it you know, it's just like sometimes it's a small thing and I want to look at it, but sometimes it's small and AI can't figure it out. I'm very much aware of that, and then I have to figure it out myself. So yeah, I don't vibe code either. I just code myself. That's awesome. I'm coding a React app for my work right now, obviously in JavaScript. Bro, code here on YouTube taught me so much, and he does it for free and only asks for donations to St. Jude. Bro code? Is that the... That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, that's why I love YouTube or free sharing information platforms, and not, you know, universities. Okay, yeah, cool. Does he mainly do Java code? Java? Oh, everything. Does he even do Swift? Wait, was that that was a small change, but it doesn't download still, or doesn't display it? Let me go. I need to go and look at the previous video. Damn it. Playlists. This one here. Can't say another answer to that. I'm still learning myself. Also writing a punch logger app in Kotlin. Just want to say hi and wish you great success on your journey. Oh, that's cool. And thank you so much, B. Parker. I wish you all the success as well that you deserve. Yeah, we're all trying here, trying to figure it out.
Into our view, and here's what the row. When we're inside, let's create a class app and assume you guys do understand how it works. Group here. Up here, we can use an environment object to our, and here I want to be, all right, so now we can just access the dev instance that we're going to use for all of our preview, reference it, and we can do the right side. I'm going to open up var, we'll say portfolio coins.
Home view model, let's have a look at this. What do I have here? That should, okay, that's published. It should be published because of this already.
It will be type
It's
array
handled.
of coin model. We'll set it equal to a blank array as well. So this will be the first tab on our, all right, enclosure. Just going to change it to
So we've got this
portfolio coin. Data completion here. We're going to loop on the vm.allcoins.
That's where I messed it up
Content
before.
will hit enter, and this will be for each coin. The row is going to be a coin row view. The coin, of course, is going to be our coin, and show holdings column is going to be false in this first list. So after 2 seconds, the show up. All coins is false, so if it's not show portfolio, which is the starting state, lines of code. And this is the power of SwiftUI here. We can see our titles, our eyes, our here that I want to get rid of. So on each of these rows, we
coin in coin. It should be. If show portfolio is false, then it should show the all coins list. Why is it not showing the... Is it not populating? It should be populating. This is weird. Why is this open again?
can call .list row insets.
Now, why is this actually not even calling the... Let me have a look here. Why is it not showing the even the preview here?
And in here, we can initialize new insets. I'm going to use the top, leading, bottom, trailing. And let's set the top to 10, which I think is the default. The leading, let's put down to 0. The bottom, let's do 10. And the trailing, let's do 0. I think it's just going to look a little bit better, a little smaller margins on the edges. Actually, the trailing, let's do 10 as well. That looks better. So while we're here, let's clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to take this list and the list style. I'm not going to take the transition, just the list style and the list. Cut it. Let's go down below our home header. Let's add a private var. It's all coins list. Let's then put it, open the bracket. I'm going to take our portfolio, be first list, and now we have our second list on the right.
Oh, I had this showing before, and now I don't. Why? What the heck?
So looking good. Show that data. Pretty exciting. List. Open the brackets. And for right now, let's just add one fake coin. So we'll say coin row view, which we set up in the last video. For the coin,
let's make sure this is working by list coin row view. All right, so we have that there.
We're going to call developer preview.instance.coin. That's our preview coin. We got to be careful not to use this in our production app, but for developing right now, it's okay. And then show holdings column, I'll put to false. It's not on this first screen. So we have it. And obviously this list looks a little funky. So let's check by view. And we're going to make it form to a view model to correlate to this. I'm just going to jump into this window group here, which actually has a navigation to observable object so that our views, and we'll pass in our VM. So now that we have this environment object on the navigation view, all of the children views of this navigation view, so pretty much anything that is in the home view or a child of the home view, has access to this view model,
Oh,
which is awesome.
We got 3
let's actually make
subscribers. Holy shit. Thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing. We're at 928. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you so much, everyone. That much closer to quitting Uber.
It's private before we leave because we're only going to access it within this struct here. We're not going to access it anywhere else. And now that we have it in the environment, we can jump into our home view and we can just pull it out of the environment. So in the home view, we'll add an @environment object, private var. That's because
we already have this.
We need to pass in an observable object, coin. And here I want to be able to call it variable. And then we have our developer preview where we have, and in here we have our coin, which we're using in a bunch of our previews. But we're also going to add, we're going to say let home VM, and we'll set this equal to home view model.
Wait, what's this? Provider. I think I've done this already too. Yeah. To initialize the home view
All right,
model.
so now we can just access the dev.homevm instead. So jumping back into our home view, down here, let's call dev.homevm. And now we have that same instance that we're going to use for all of our previews, which is super efficient. All right, and you might need to clean and rebuild so that it all connects, but it should be working.
Thank you.
Get that green circle.
Oh my
and
god.
Now that we have our view model, we can reference it and we can do some cool stuff with the data in our view model. So I'm going to jump into the view model here, home view model, and I'm going to click the plus on the right side to add an editor to Xcode. And while I'm clicked on the right side, I'm going to open up the home view. And let's actually close the canvas over here. So I have the code.
All right, I need to grab a drink. I'll be right back. Just gonna pop on the BRB sign here.
for my view.
Damn, that was really delayed. The hell? Good morning. You remembered my time. Oh, dude, it's freezing. You're at 60? I'm at, what am I at? I'm at 17. Oh, wait, sorry. Am I too loud? Whoops. Is that better? No, it's 90 here. Oh, Jesus, 90. Now here it's, wait, 17 Celsius in Fahrenheit. Oh yeah, it is like 62, right. I didn't calculate it. I'm just getting ready to continue coding, by the way. That's why my camera's off. Just sorting myself out. Put that there. No. Put this over here. Oh, surprise. Okay. All right. Oops. Let me grab my cable here. Gotta charge my phone up. Hello, wee good dog. Hello. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, what? I only have... Sorry, I'll be back in just a second. Interesting. So weird. Okay, where's my... I'm gonna have to use my thing wirelessly here because my phone's got a charge. Should be fine. I just realized I only had 3 ports on my Mac. I thought I had 4 for some reason. Okay, there we go. My keyboard was dead, so I had to charge that up as well. Allow. The hell? Drop it. For 3:30 come back. Confused. I'm trying to have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so. Oh, how was your interview? How was it? Oh, nice. Hey, Byteflow. Pretty good. How are you? It's weird. I'm just looking at my Mac right here because it's got like some very distinctive marks on or under like the speakers, which is very interesting. Interesting. Sorry, I had to organize like the car tomorrow because I've got a doctor's appointment, and my parents also need the car as well. Swear to God, the man was impressed and wanted me to handle some work for him as the call was ending. Really? That's great. That's great news. So it sounds like it went well then. Not sure when I hear back about. You should ask always that. When are you gonna hear back? Had a call, so it disappeared. What did I miss? Anshuman had an interview today, so we were chatting about that. Right, let's pause this music and get focused again. Dude, this chair is so... I need a better chair.
Here, and then this view model is the code that's here. So the first thing I'm going to do is create an @published var. We're going to call this all. Let's just create an.
Right, we already have this set up. Why is it not displaying the data? Why is it not showing the data? We've done exactly what we're supposed to do. So this doesn't make any sense now. Now, if I showed you my garbage chair, you'd be grateful. Yeah, I mean, I can't complain that much. I can't complain at all. But like, I think I need a different chair. It's because I need like a better posture, you know? So that's why I'm talking about it, I guess. This is weird because this whole thing works when I do it separately, but it doesn't work if I do it the way he does it. I know about Swift, it's not my expertise, so but fuck bro, they're weirdos who stand at their desk. No, dude, I'm one of those weirdos, man. Like I need a standing desk. At least so I can have the option to stand up. Because I need that like change, I think. It's not good to be always sitting. Could be a Swift language mode thing. I don't know, it could be. Yeah, it could be. I'm looking for comments that say it doesn't load, so I think maybe let's look through here. See, this guy actually used async await, which I was setting up, but actually, you know what? Let's clarify. It works on my computer. Lol. Agreed about standing being important, but that's what touching grass is for. We are headed into Wall-E for the future. Yeah. Oh wait, it might be line 12 of that file with the introduction of observable. That syntax works, but I think it needs to be environment object with var VM home model. So environment object, are you saying is still valid here? No, it's not, because I have at observable. Look at this. Look at this. I've got this properly set up here because I know how to use observable. So that's why that one is merely environment and not environment object. And I've got that properly set up in the main here, the main area here for observable. So it's not that it can't be accessed, because it can be accessed. Like for example, just to test it, we can go to all coins and then let's make a list of just the title, or let's just text, right? VM dot all coins. No. VM dot. Oh, we can't. Coin. Sorry. What am I doing? Dot name. Well, wait. This won't actually come in either, because the coins haven't loaded. I just realized. No, we can't test it. Whoops. Wait, I can see your view model file. I'm just tuning in. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's my view model. That's all right. I mean, we were working on this like for the past couple days, so it's hard to fit. Sometimes it's hard to fit this completely into my life. Oh. I was wrong. I think your syntax is right. Yeah, I think it is as well. I don't think there's any issue with the way, because like I followed exactly how he's done it. Like I've made my own version which works, which actually downloads the coins, but his version doesn't download. Oh, like it does. I think it does download the coins, but it doesn't. Send the coins into maybe you know what, I think I just thank you so much, because I think you just helped me realize what's wrong with this. So new here. Hey Omar, what's the general premise of the app? So the app is to download and display different cryptocurrencies, and then you can show like a portfolio as well. What the? Turn on hand. Whoa, no, I'm not doing that. Oh yeah, what's the deal with the line 13 in that file? 13. Right. So this is yeah, this is it. This is the interesting thing. Yeah, kind of like crypto wallet, yeah. It's going to display all the coins you can have, and then you can have a portfolio of your own coins as well. Yeah, so this is interesting. I was just thinking about this, because this, like, at published, I thought it worked without like any observation thing, but I realized maybe it doesn't. So this data service is not supposed to be observable though, or it is, but like it's just meant to publish, like update this. So I don't know, maybe it needs a different wrapper or something. Maybe. I don't think state, but I'll put it there. No, it can't be put there. So it's not that. And I don't think it's just var. But I'm pretty sure this is not meant to be observable. Because yeah, cuz like it does publish it to here, right? So like that's the point of it. That was a past syntax. Part of coin data observable. Yeah, that's... Yeah, but since this is not being... Like, what I thought it was is that since it's not being observable, it just works separately. So, is published completely gone? I didn't realize if it was completely gone or not. I thought it wasn't gone, which is why I put it here. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. So there must be another way to send, because this data... Why is this error not going away? This data is being sent, clearly, because this is receiving it, not this. This is receiving it, because if I change that, it doesn't receive it, like it has an issue. So that's what's confusing me, though. That maybe there's another new way to. Maybe it's sending it but not sending it at the same time. Like it works written technically, like it doesn't see it as an error, but maybe it's yes, because that's how it accesses the, apparently this is how it accesses the, how it knows it's being a, like a subscribed, like a published variable. Because if I just put all coins, I think it's not gonna, yeah, it doesn't recognize that it's from here as a published. But this could be the issue. Like, it's not, it's sending it but not. So this, it's receiving it, it's receiving this stuff, setting it to all coins, and it's setting the coins to put into there, right? What if get coins just returns an array of coins? So instead of returning, so instead of setting it to return coins, set it to an array. Actually, we could test it by putting a coin model in here, right? I think I have one set up. Hold on. Because let coin model equal this. What's sick? Should be no issue with that, right? Yeah. Yes, Mimar. Like heat? Yeah. One sec. I can't even get out of my chair. I'm stuck. Getting a little bit colder now. Okay, here we go.
Arigato.
Hi. Okay. So it's working. Look at this. It's working. That's not my fake one. It's my fake one, but it's not my fake one. It's literally this, right? So if I turn off this, it's not going to show it right. So it is sending the data here correctly. So that means that it's not properly putting it into the, I mean, this is doing it, but something's going wrong here where it's not getting the data. But it's not throwing an error, right? So, oh look, the data couldn't be read because it's missing. Why didn't I look at that? If has error, we'll print error. So why doesn't it get the data when I can get the data? What? The hell? This makes... What? What? Oh my god, we got another 2 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We're at 9:31. Oh my god, we only need 69. 69. We only need 69 more to get to monetization. Is that running for every data value? No. If I understand what you're saying correctly, it's just running for the all coins. I mean, yes. Yes, in terms of like all the data that coming from here, yes, it is. If that's what you're asking. Okay, I have... So, the thing is, I actually have a version of this that works, which I made separately, which is here. This actually does get the data. Oh, wait. I know why it's not getting the data, I think. I think I just realized. I think it's because it's not being converted from snake case. Because it's getting the data, but it's not able to display the data. I'm pretty sure. But where do I do that in here? I actually don't, because I don't normally do it this way. And I think, I don't know if, the question is, I don't know how in terms of functionality, how it properly differs from the other one that I've made. Like, if subscription is distinctly different to this async version. You have 100%, you can define a new JSON decoder object. Say let decoder equal JSON decoder. But where would I, like, I have that here, which I did. I know that. Thank you. But where would I do it here? Would I just... Would I put it in here somewhere? Because this is... Would I put it in here, actually? In the try map? To the decode argument. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think I can just put that in here, right? Yeah, I'll just copy from here because I have it already. There we go, and then we'll put that into here, right? Decoder. Is that right? Oh my god. Holy brother. Man, that is satisfying. Moments like that. My god. Literally money. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're a genius. I'm a genius, you're a genius. That was fun. That was so fun. Love the syntax that you wrote. Makes so much sense. Publishers scare me, lol. Do you mean like this one? Or this one? This one's the scary one, right? This one is way nicer. But like the thing is, yeah, like the thing is, I don't know if this differs a lot from a subscription type of thing, because like I need to ask AI to explain this a little bit more for me, because I don't know if this differs much from subscription in that like it'll constantly endlessly update whenever it checks it. That's the difference. I think there's a difference, but I'm not. If there is no difference, this is way better, of course, than this. This is just like too much. But like the sync thing, why does it exist? Why is it not deprecated? You know what I mean? So there must be a benefit to using this method. Unless they just didn't want to deprecate it. I don't know. Maybe it's just another way to do it. Maybe this is a non-async version. Async await, but that's where I have to clarify for myself to understand the difference there. But that is awesome. That is so awesome. We actually have it now. It literally works. And I think that's actually easier. It's different because I think he did it differently. I realize now what I didn't do. Wait, this is actually crazy. Oh my god, this is actually crazy. Yes, there is sites like OpenAI API returns the data in a stream. If you've ever used ChatGPT, the answer populates in a batch. Oh yeah, okay. So that makes sense. So there's a difference. But this is crazy. This is so interesting because the guy I'm watching, the tutorial, he didn't do this. He gave himself a life of misery by creating an enum in here that I realize now I didn't do. I was like, I'm going to do it a different way later, which I wrote this. But his enum returns the values of this to convert it from snake case manually. And we just did that. We did these 2 lines and then that. Maybe snake case converter wasn't available back then. I don't know. This is, what is it? This is like 4 years ago, so maybe it wasn't, to be fair. How long did it take for you to learn Swift? 6 months to get to this point, pretty much. That's what that'll be good for, because it'll run that code whenever it gets new data. For something like what you're doing, where there's only one return value, well, it's not, because the thing is, we want this to update, you know, this constantly. We want the values to update constantly, because this is straight off of the web. It's like a straight off of a crypto API. So like we want these to be constantly updated. So I think that's where that comes in. I'm just guessing, I'm speculating. Recoding keys. I think that's actually a style choice. A lot of developers like to explicitly state what they expect to return. Oh, that's, yeah, I mean, maybe, but in this scenario, that was unnecessary, I think. Perhaps. Well, now I'm calling him out for that. Cool SwiftUI for you. View for you. Timeline view. Wait, what is that? Alright, so we can actually continue with the network here. Let's go back. Finally, we can, oh fuck. Finally, we can continue. Actually, no, we can't, because I have to go, I just realized.
Downloading data from the
but that was really, really good to get out of the way, because I had that issue before. You can tell a view to update on a set interval. Oh, okay. Does that take into account like sync stuff, or is that separate? Maybe sync is specifically for APIs. I know I can update like dispatch.main, and I've used receive before. I'm not very familiar with it, but I've used receive. Oh, we got another 2 subscribers. Oh my god, thank you guys so much. So much. We are well on our way to 1,000 here. It might. I would go through with your tutorial since the coding keys was definitely your bug. Yeah, it was. It's funny because the thing is, I never planned on writing the enum because I knew that a better way existed, which was this convert from snake case thing. So I knew I was going to do that. I clearly forgot that he had done that in the beginning, and then that's why it wasn't showing. But that is great. Whoa. And that all works properly. Cool. That's awesome. Just check what is my next thing here.
So this way, when
I know, right? Check out the dark mode. It's even better. I love it.
All right, welcome back everyone. I am back in our Xcode Pro. We finally got all of our coins onto the app, and we have some real data, and the app is starting to look like it's actually, you know, a real app now. But in this video, we're going to actually take a look at some of the logic that we added in the last video. So when I go to the coin...
You know what? I think what I'm going to do with this app is I'm going to complete the tutorial, and then I'm going to go back and change it to the async await version and see if I can incorporate that perhaps without the with my data service instead of this data service, and see what the difference is and what I can do there.
Data service, which is the file we made in the last video. We set up this function here, this getCoins function, to download from this URL. And in this function, we went to the URL, we subscribed on the background thread, we tried to map the URL response to see if it was valid or not. And then we received on the main thread, we decoded it into coin models, we handled the completion, and then of course we got the returned coins and we did something with it. And this is great, and this obviously works because the data is going into our app. But in this app and in other apps as well that you're going to make, you know, some of this logic you're going to repeat many times. So for example, this URL session.datataskPublisher, we could use this line of code for any URL, right? It doesn't have to be for this one. And the same thing for this subscribe. If we are downloading from a data task publisher, chances are every time we do that, we're going to want to subscribe on the background thread. We're always going to want to try to map to data and make sure that it is a valid response. And then we're always going to want to receive on the main thread. So if theoretically we wanted to download from a different URL in our app, we would then have to recreate this entire function. So we would have to write this out again, as well as all of this code.
And so we probably want to make a function, right, that has an input.
It would work, but that's obviously not efficient. So what we're going to do in this video is make this bit of code reusable. So going to our...
All right, I'll have to continue this later because I have to go do some stuff in the real world. So I just want to say thank you so much, Jonathan, if you're still here. And thanks to everyone else who came in, chatted for a bit. And thank you to all the new subscribers for helping me get to 1,000. Hopefully I can quit Uber. I don't know how much money I can make from ads, but hopefully it's it's enough. That would be awesome. And yeah, that's it. I'll be back on tomorrow morning. And if I have time, I don't think I do, but perhaps if I have time, I can get on tonight again as well. But we'll see. Yeah, and just FYI to anyone who's listening, I will be publishing my schedule soon. I'll publish it somewhere people can see it. I don't know where you can see that. Actually I'll publish it. I'll make a new banner for my YouTube, and I'll publish it on my YouTube like home screen, and then I'll post excuse me, I'll post it in the Discord as well. So feel free to join the Discord if you guys want to join an awesome supportive community of other developers. And yeah, that's it. Gonna go get ready to leave, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.